Okay, so let's do the beads. And I think we're okay keeping the timeline closed. We don't have to open it up, but just that you know how it looks. That's what it looks like inside where it's bound. But you know, we've got the timeline there. So we're just gonna leave it coming out from under it. Now, I have pulled out some beads, but I haven't decided exactly what I'm using yet because I kind of wanted to go through that selection process with you. So I have some beads here. I have like wooden and brown beads here. I have black beads here and some silver charms. Unfortunately, I don't have any gold charms, which is what I'd rather have for this. And then I have these clay charms that I got like 4 years ago, I think, from, and I can't remember her name. Her last name is Pauls. She's Catholic. She's like the sweetest lady ever. And she makes these clay beads. Oh, and here's her, I don't even know if she's still on Etsy, but it's, her store is called Gospel Hymns. Okay. And so anyway, so I had ordered a few beads and she sent me, I mean, not beads, charms, and she sent me a whole bunch of extra ones. And they're mostly religious, not necessarily though. So, but I thought this would be a good place to kind of start as far as looking for a charm, as far as what I want to do. I like the tree one. Would that be too big? Yeah, that'd be too big. Okay, especially because it's green. If we had brown, then I would go with something bigger. A bird cage, gecko, a cross. Now I know that we're doing something in the Old Testament, so a cross might seem inappropriate, but I think it's actually very appropriate because Jesus is a fulfillment of a lot of the prophecy that was given to Abraham. So I think, and this looks nice with that, it just brings out the little bit of green there. So I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to set the rest of those aside and I'll put them away when I'm done filming. Okay, so I'm looking for well, I've got one now. I'm looking for one more big, like what is going to be my other major dangle type of thing. And then I'm going to look for some smaller beads to go with it. So I kind of like one of these. These aren't wood, they're plastic or clay. I think they're plastic, but I really like those. So I'm going to use one of those. And maybe I'll use another one up above the cross. Okay, and then I need some smaller things to go in between them. And I think I want to go with wood. Right, wood would look good. Okay, so I want some wood. And I want some things that don't have too big of holes. Too. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of keep that open. Can you guys see okay if I do that? Okay, so that's too big and heavy. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a smallish bead. Well, first actually I'm going to make a knot to stop it where I want the beads to stop. I like mine to kind of dangle down a ways. A lot of people like them to just barely be coming out of the cover, so you just decide what you like. I like them to come down, you know, a ways. So I'm gonna do this small bead and hopefully it won't go past the knot. Yeah, nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a black one, I think. Black, dark brown. Can you see this? Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry. Let me turn it this way so you can see. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this bead. That's kind of like my focal point of that string. And I'm going to do another dark brown one. This is just really easy, you guys. We're not doing any like fancy beading or anything. And then I'm going to do a lighter oval one, just like I had, so that my centerpiece one is. And the nice thing about using this leather stuff is I don't have to use any kind of needle or anything. Well, that one, the hole is too small. That's another use for your awl, is to make the holes in these beads a little bit bigger if you need to. It's really nice. I've never had an awl before, and now it's like, how did I live without it? Okay, am I not going to be able to find another bead to go there? Ooh, how about this one? This is cool. Cool Times. Is that like too much? I like it. So it doesn't matter. This is for me. So it doesn't have to be in good taste. So I'm going to make another knot close to it, but I do want to leave a little bit of space for the beads to slide up and down on the thing because I like them to do that. If you like yours really tight, then push the knot up right against it. I'm going to make sure that that final bead cannot slip over the knot. If it does, then you need to make another knot over it to make the knot bigger. Okay, so that's how my first string is. And I'll decide if I want to, I'll probably want to trim that off a little bit. Okay, then this one, I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to use this because that'll just be too, well, yeah, I think, well, ooh, I like this one. That's cool and that's really different. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a dark bead. Here's a dark oval bead. Hopefully this will fit through. We'll see. Of course, I could cut the end so that it's more pointy and not. Let's do that. That's probably part of my problem. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this will go through better. Okay, so I'm trying not to get my head in the way. Sorry, guys, if I am. Yell at me. Tell me I'm in the way. Say move. Okay. Come on. There we go. Oh, and I didn't make a... Okay, I can still make a knot up there. So let's make a knot. Making this one slightly farther down. That one was up really close to the edge of it. I want this one to be down a little bit farther. Not that far though. Well, if I can't pull this out quickly, then it's just going to be where it is. Yep, it's going to be where it is. Okay. So there's that. Okay. And then I'm going to put in this cool bead that I like here, this round bead. And then I'm going to see if I can find another dark one like that, dark oval. That one's a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can't find another one, because I think that it would slip over a knot. Okay. Oh, that one's really small. Okay, well, we're just going to go with this big oval. See if that looks okay. I think that looks fine. Okay, I may have to make 2 knots to keep that from slipping over though. Okay, and I'm going to be hanging the charm at the end. Okay, let's see if that's going to, nope, it's not going to slip over. Okay, and I like that. I like the way that that looks, and I'm going to hang my charm at the end. I'm not going to put it on a jump ring, I don't think, unless the hole's not big enough. Let's see if I can just make it bigger with all. Anyway, piece of wood here. Should be okay to do through clay, right? I don't want to break it. Should we break it? No. Okay, yep, I'm fine. Okay. And let's, okay, I want to make it so that it will hopefully, so that the cross will be facing forward, but I haven't really learned how to control that. Well, you guys, I might not be able to use this. It's just not coming through. It is a little bit, if I could just get it a little bit further. Let me cut it again. Okay. And let's get it through there. Come on, we can do it. Oh, I was telling you about Eli, my dog, and cheering him, you know, and I'm like, go bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, which he loves. And he stands there at the bottom of the steps, you know, kind of dancing around, but it's like he can't, it's hard for him to get up the steps. And but he's so excited. And then when he gets up the steps, when he finally gets up the steps, I give a big yay, and And he's like so happy, and it's just really cute. But at night, he has cataracts too. Yay, I got it through. Now we can go bananas. Okay. At night, he has cataracts, and so it's hard for him to see the steps, and so you have to shine a flashlight, and sometimes we have to go out there and walk up the steps with him one step at a time so that he can see where we're putting our feet. You know, it's got to be really scary. I mean, I'd be scary to walk down or up steps in the dark if I couldn't see. So I don't blame him. But it's sad. But he's really cute. And he is seriously the best dog I've ever known. And I'm not being biased. I thought he was the best dog when I first met him. He's just an amazing little guy. Okay, so I'm going to trim this and put some glue on the knot so that it doesn't fray. But I'll do that off camera. Let me just show you what we have here. We have a bound book. Okay, this is a lot farther apart than this, but that's okay because it makes it look homemade and well loved, right? And then we have these dangles hanging from them. At least you're not intimidated by my perfectionism, right? Okay, we have these really cool dangles hanging down below it. So this is great. So in our next video, we're going to start making the cards and other things to go in the pockets. And we're not going to fill all of the pockets because some of them, you know, we may just decide to come up with as we go. But I do want to get a lot of cards and stuff made, even if we don't get them put in specific pockets. Okay, so great job, everybody. Hopefully you did not have as difficult a time as I did. If you do have trouble, I would recommend looking at the videos that I'm going to link below for Gail's video and somebody else's, Julie's or Nick the Booksmith or somebody's. I'll look up 2 of them for you. And then if you still have trouble, don't hesitate to contact me and I'll give you whatever help I can. Okay? I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.